What do you know about physical self-care? Find out on this next episode of Digest This.
Welcome to Digest This, the show that helps you revolutionize your digestive health. Here are your hosts, Dr. Liz Cruz and Tina Nunziato.
Hello and welcome to Digest This. I am Dr. Liz Cruz and I have the beautiful Tina Nunziato sitting right here by my side, if you see her on YouTube. Thank you so much for joining us. If you are a first-time listener, welcome to this podcast. We're so happy that you are here on this journey with us. If you're a regular listener, we love you. We thank you for being with us and being loyal to this podcast. So last week, we talked about self-care, especially during this hectic Christmas time, okay? And we are getting so close to Christmas now. So close. We are almost there. I can taste it. I can taste it. So I'm sure that most or all of you are stressed out, tired, exhausted, probably haven't been eating the greatest, probably haven't been hydrating the greatest, probably haven't been making it to do your exercise or to your yoga classes. Wait a minute, I'm talking about myself.
Right? Yeah. There's too many after school plays and choir concerts.
That's right. Whether you're a parent or a grandparent or an aunt or an uncle, there's something to go to during Christmas, some program to attend and a party or two or more to go to. So it's such an exciting time. It's such a great time. Like, I remember there was a time when I would I'd be so excited. Every single party invitation we got, I would text Tina and say, okay, got this party invitation, work it into our schedule. Oh, got this invitation. Yeah. She'd be like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
I'm like,
we can't go to
Christmas.
3 parties in one night.
The more parties we go to, the better.
Yeah,
anyways,
your tune has changed.
I have matured quite a bit.
Yes. Now it's like, nope, nope. Yes. Nope.
Yeah. It's
otherwise it's too much.
It is too much. Yeah. Okay, so we started this series last week about self-care and that we want to just break it up into different categories. Today we're going to focus on physical self-care.
Aspects of self-care. Yes. So how to make your body run efficiently. Right. There's a handful of things that go along with physical self-care. But you have to remember there's this connection between mind and body, right? So it is really important to take care of our body because when we care for our body and we're doing all these things for our body, it actually makes our mental health better as well, right? So because, we've talked about this in the past, like when you get up and you do your workout in the morning or whatever it is, you always feel better about yourself during the day, right? There's this mental aspect of you feel good when you know you're taking care of yourself.
It's a definitely plus positive thing for your psyche.
That's right.
Definitely.
Yeah, so there's a few things that go into physical care. The first thing is fueling your body, right? What are you feeding your body on the daily, okay? And this is what I'm teaching people all the time, right? Is how to eat healthier, okay? Again, during this time of year, it's kind of hard to be eating healthy pretty consistently. Aside from the fact that we're running in a million different directions, this is the time of year where you have family and you're going out to eat and, it's just, you're not in your normal routine for the most part in the month of December, and we're definitely consuming a lot more cookies and chocolate and candies than we normally do during the year.
So good.
So you do have to make a little bit of an exception for the holiday, right?
Yes.
I always say the 80-20 rule, if 80% of the time you feed your body right, then 20% of the time you can have fun and not feel guilty.
It's a great rule. And by the way, if you're going to eat those sweets or drink those holiday beverages, enjoy it when you eat it or drink it. Don't feel guilty. Don't feel guilty because that emotion, that feeling of guilt does you no good.
That's right.
Truly, that energy. Right. Enjoy it.
Enjoy it. To enjoy when you do.
What Tina is just saying is just in moderation. That 80-20 rule is really great. I don't know, Tina, could we change that to 70-30 during the holiday?
During the holidays, yes.
Just during the holiday?
During the holidays. Exactly. I think that's great. I think that's
okay, cool. All right, cool.
To have, yeah. But just some helpful tips. Dr. Cruz wanted me to give some healthy snack ideas right in between things. So, the things that I normally teach patients about, first of all, is just eating real food. Again, like a lot of people eat a lot of candy and cookies and cakes and cupcakes and stuff like that, but just trying to get to eating real food, stuff that's not in a bag, box, or a can. So real fruit, that hasn't been processed or dried or whatever, eating a real strawberry, eating a real banana, right? And then more importantly, trying to get your veggies in when you can, right? So I always tell patients when they think of snacking, try to think of veggies before they think of fruit even. Because most people think of fruit as a snack, but again, even fruit is natural sugar. So if you're going to spoil yourself during the holidays eating sugar, try to substitute your fruit snacks with vegetable snacks. So things like celery with nut butter, or any vegetable, really. Celery, grape tomatoes, cucumbers with hummus is a great snack. Raw nuts and seeds are really great snacks, right? So again, make sure it's raw, so not roasted, not salted, right? Okay. Just really great snack ideas. Guacamole or salsa with a clean, healthy chip, right, is a nice snack idea.
Can you give an idea to our listeners on a clean, healthy chip? What do you mean by that?
So we use the blue chip, and it's a blue corn chip. It's organic, non-GMO. It's the thing when you're looking for corn chips, you just want to make sure it's non-GMO. But we try to buy, non-GMO, maybe something that only has 2 or 3 ingredients in it. And really anything you buy, you always want to look at the ingredients, make sure it just has 2 to 3 ingredients, not 12 ingredients.
Right. Okay.
Make sure it's things that you can pronounce, things like that. But yeah, there's plenty of, when I'm teaching people how to eat healthier, it's not about, oh, you can't eat chips, or oh, you can't eat bread, or oh, you can't eat pasta. It's just teaching them about the healthier alternatives to those things we're buying every day, right? Instead of this chip, buy this chip. Instead of this bread, buy this bread. Instead of this pasta, buy this pasta, because it's just cleaner, healthier, right? It doesn't have as much junk in it. So that's what we mean about eating cleaner. But yeah, there's a lot of things that you can do if you're going to spoil yourself, 70-30, right? Then try when you can, when you do have an opportunity to eat a snack, try to eat a healthy snack.
Okay. And can you just make mention on the nut butters? Because that's something that, we get asked about all the time.
Yeah. So peanut butter is typically the one that most people are eating, right? Peanuts are definitely not as healthy as almonds or, cashew or hazelnut. They make nut butters out of all different types of nuts. So you don't just have to get peanut butter. We use a lot of almond butter in our house, hazelnut butter. They even make like a nut butter out of sesame seeds, sunflower seeds, sunflower butter. Those are all really nice options to kind of mix up the nut butters so that you're not just doing the same nut butter over and over again. Peanut butter for most people.
And if you're going to get peanut butter, definitely want to make sure that you get an organic peanut butter.
Yeah, and again, read the ingredients.
Yes.
Make sure there's, not a laundry list of stuff. And
make
stuff
sure there's
there,
no sugar.
Added sugar.
No sugar. There should be no sugar in your nut butters or or even in your peanut butter. There should be no sugars. That's really great. And and it's funny, right? Because I'm a gastroenterologist. I am married to a holistic nutritionist, and she's an amazing cook, and she does our grocery shopping and just does an amazing job at all the stuff that she gets, all the healthy, wonderful things, and yet still I always, every once in a while, I feel like I'm lost as far as snacks.
Like, what should I do for snacking? And I was like, this is the same stuff. Even like eating an avocado every day, right?
Yeah.
Like I try to get people off of yogurt, and I try to get them eating an avocado instead of yogurt, because yogurt has a lot of sugar, right? And it's also, most yogurts are dairy, and I'm trying to get people off dairy. But, just, again, switching, getting away from things that are packaged, prepackaged, that have a lot of ingredients, and eating real food.
Yes.
That's the key.
Yes.
Okay?
That's right. And I mentioned this last week when we did our initial self-care podcast, is, instead of eating 5 or 10 holiday cookies at a party or even at home, eat 1 or 2, okay? And honestly, as I talk to you, I'm also talking to myself, okay? Because
You're reminding
myself, because I love the cookies, and so it is a struggle, but just in moderation, enjoy, but in moderation. You don't have to eat the entire cookie platter.
Right. Remember that.
Okay, thank you very much.
Anyway, so the next thing is part of physical health is sleep.
Mm-hmm.
We did mention this last week as well on the podcast and how important sleep is, but sleep is the way we recharge our body, okay? And the thing that I tell patients about sleep is that it's really important to try to get to bed before 10 p.m. It's crazy. Our body is on a clock. It's on a cycle. And at 10 p.m., the liver goes to work and it's processing all the blood in the body. And if you're up and you're busy and you're doing stuff, the liver can't function like it should, and it can't clean out your blood as much as it's supposed to. So trying to get to bed at a decent time, get a good night's sleep, wake up at a decent time. You know, most adults, 6 to 7 hours of sleep is enough. But kids should be sleeping for at least 8 to 10 hours. You know, I know our kids, I don't want to go to bed. And then if they don't go to bed, they're hurting in the morning, you know, and I know a lot of kids aren't sleeping today, and that is why their, you know, mental health is an issue and stress and all these things. It's so important for all of us, especially our kids, to be getting at least 8 to 10 hours of sleep every night. But sleep is so critical for our overall health. And the more sleep deprived you are, the more unhealthy the body's going to be. That's how serious it is.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Another component of it is the exercise. The exercise, like Tina mentioned at the beginning, you know, the psychological impact of exercising. Okay, so look, if you go to a gym, wonderful. But this doesn't mean, we're not telling you go get a membership at a gym. I mean, it could be as simple as walking. Stretching. We
have so many patients who haven't moved their body in years, and I even wouldn't recommend going for a walk. Like, I would recommend just get a stretching video, you know, and just stretch your body. Do that for like a week straight, and you might feel at the end of that week, oh, I want to go for a walk.
Yeah.
And then you start going for walks, and now you're stretching and walking, and then you walk for a few weeks, and you're like, oh, maybe I want to do a light jog. You know, like, that's the progression, right? You're not going to go from not moving to let's go out for a jog. Right? It's just not going to happen. You've got to slowly, baby steps into moving the body again. But if you're already active, you're already working out, try to go an extra day, especially this time of year, right? When we're not doing the best with our diet and we're not drinking a lot of water. Try to force yourself to go to the gym one extra day maybe than you would have. Just push yourself, you know, just that little extra bit, and you'll feel better for it.
I agree, 100%. All right, so let's see. Anything else that we want to add? I think water, we talked about quite a bit last week. Hydrate. I think the other thing too is, from a physical standpoint, is tending to your doctor's appointments. Oh, yes.
Making sure you're going to the doctor, right? You know, are you getting your yearly physical? Are you going to get your teeth cleaned every 6 months? If you're a woman, are you getting your mammogram, right? Like, all those things where that's self-care, right? That's taking care of yourself, making sure that you're staying on top of it. You're getting your lab work done, checking your blood. If you need to take prescription meds, are you taking your prescription meds? You know, we've got a lot of patients. You know, I was listening to some of our MAs this week on the phone with patients, and they're calling because they're having issues. And the first question that they ask is, are you taking the medicine we prescribed? And most of the time, it's no, right? And so, look, like, you go to the doctor for a reason. The doctor diagnoses you with something, right? For a reason. They tell you take this medicine. Like, I get it. I'm a holistic nutritionist. I'm helping get people off these medicines, but we're doing it logically with food and water and diet, whatever, right? But if you're like not doing those self-care things and you're not taking your medicine, okay, that's a problem.
Yes,
okay?
Absolutely.
That's a big problem, and that you're not helping your body out by not taking the medicine at that point. So, you know, take your medicine if you've been prescribed medicines. Take it properly. You know, these are all things that again, you're doing to help take care of yourself. Right?
Absolutely. Oh, and actually, on the same vein of thought, let's talk really quick about supplements and vitamins.
Yes.
Okay. So yes, completely agree with Tina. You know, whatever you've been prescribed that you should be taking, you know, those things should not be on a holiday. Okay. Keep doing that. But the other thing too that we mentioned in the previous podcast is we've actually upped some of our vitamins, our vitamin D, our zinc. You know, there's a lot of flu, a lot of COVID, a lot of viruses going around. It's just that season. And we've upped our greens.
Yes.
Okay, we've upped our greens. So what do I mean by greens? For those of you that aren't aware, we do have green supplements, which you can actually find on our website, which are a ton of greens that have been pulverized into powder, green powder, and put into capsules. Okay, and we have definitely upped our greens over the last couple weeks. Because we're busy. Busier, stressed, there's a lot of hecticness, and so our immune systems are probably, not where they should be. So we're just trying to help our body.
Yeah.
Okay. So probiotics, greens, your vitamin D, and actually, you will get what you need as far as vitamins if you're taking our greens.
Yeah.
Okay. So
and enzymes, like if you're not digesting well, and you're eating a ton of greens, but you still feel low energy. Like, let's say you're eating a salad every day, but you're still tired and all that. You need enzymes because it probably means you're not digesting that food well. So between the everyday enzymes with meals, the pleasant probiotics for the immune system, and then the gastro greens for just helping to build that healthy red blood and just keep us oxygenated and the body moving well. Those would be the top 3 supplements for this time of year, for sure.
All right. Well, we're going to bring this podcast to an end because we got to go do shopping and we've got to go have some cookies and punch.
We've got a choir concert.
We actually have a Christmas program tonight with one of our kids. Okay. If you haven't connected with us, you check us out. Go to our website, drlizcruz.com. You can press or click the magenta button on the homepage, and that is for a free 30-minute wellness consult, okay? And that's over the phone, so you could do that no matter where you are in the world. And that is our gift to you. If you're interested in any of our supplements, the greens, the probiotics, some detox, some enzymes, some salts, you can also find all of that in our product section on our website. If you have not rated us, please rate us and give us a 5 because that'll help other people just like you to find us. And lastly, if you have not subscribed to our podcast, please subscribe so that you do not miss any episode. All right, on that note, we will catch you on our next podcast, which will probably be after Christmas.
Yes.
So Merry Christmas to everyone. May you have a beautiful, beautiful holiday with your family and be safe.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you for joining Dr. Liz Cruz and Tina Nunziato. To learn more about their revolutionary products and services, go online to www.drlizcruz.com.